committing themselves to civil rights. The new government.
The battle has ended. Good morning.
1969.
Missionary Charter is not only a guide to those who lead our nation in government.
On notice, Lieutenant General Sheriff Ekofo.
Public in an attempt to make scapegoats of Rawlings and his men.
For the first time in Ghana, a group of junior army officers had attempted to
Country. After 3 months, they handed over to a civilian government under Hilal Liman.
I will set the appropriate examples myself from France. B. Parliament is dissolved. C.
Error has come into being in this country. Supposed to be 24.
Of the free maternity care for our women. Late President knew those good job.
Welcome once again to United Cadets Front TV, the channel of the United Cadets Front Ghana that stream and discuss things related to cadets who have taken part all through the days of June 4 to the 1st December to date, and seek the welfare of the country through activism, reconscientization, and orientation of young and old to values that will sustain our country. And today we have here an activist, a functionary of the 31st December Revolution, someone who has been in the general scheme of affairs. In those days, many people, volunteers and people, functionaries of the government, move around working all over the place. And he was one of them. He was also with the security apparatus. But his days with the revolution and the leader of the revolution dates back to pre-revolution days. That's in the 70s. Let's welcome Comrade Rabon Dodo.
Yeah.
He was also an old boxer.
Yeah.
So he's a fighter in the ring and a fighter out of the ring.
Yeah.
So welcome, Comrade, to United Cadets Front.
Thank you.
Yes, can you please tell us, 31st December Revolution is around the corner. The anniversary is going to be celebrated in a few days. So can you please tell us something about your association with the 31st December Revolution?
I became a member of the 31st Revolution through INCC, the then interim national coordinating council.
Yeah.
That's how I became involved in the 31st Revolution.
Yeah. So your
and
activities...
ever since I've been there to the end of the 31st.
Yes, but
Yeah.
now we have entered a new era.
Mm-hmm.
The significance of 31st December Revolution celebration now is that the political entity, the National Democratic Congress, that is the offshoot, the product of the 31st December Revolution, has just won a massive victory. And that means people are reverting to the values and ideals that led to revolution in this country. In fact, the massive and the popular uprising that powered the people into rejecting the NPP government has been called the People's Revolution. And that is very significant, that this time the people themselves are staging a revolution. So it makes it very relevant for us to have a look at the revolution itself and the celebration that is coming on 31st December. So let's see, What was your orientation, your association with the leader of the revolution, Chairman Rawlings?
Chairman Rawlings, I've been close to Chairman Rawlings prior to the 31st. I may say the 31st brought up a certain situation that we all embrace. And he said it at Cape Coast during his last campaign for the NDC. He said that if let's not mimic ourselves with the MPP, they wouldn't change. They will do things the same way as they do. But if we are to go our way, we can rule Ghana for a long time. That's what he said. So what I'll say is that so long we have won these elections, be it the vast gap that we gave the NPP, it shows a sign that if we are to stay on our grounds that the old man gave us, we will reign for a very, very long time.
Yeah, that means we have to go back to the ideals of the revolution.
The revolutionary way.
Yeah, probity, accountability, transparency, social justice, and the rest.
Yeah.
And we hope Ghanaians will this time, actually Ghanaians have expressed the need for such values. By the way they vehemently rejected NPP, throwing them out everywhere, every corner of the country. So now when you talk to people, tell people that, hey, look, you must stop the stealing here. They are more than ready to help and join that.
It's just that I can't say certain things on the net or openly, but the old man became worried. He became worried.
That's Chairman Rawlings.
Chairman Rawlings became worried during this Atamil's time, that he couldn't, Atamils couldn't probe, or he couldn't probe NPP people.
The disappointment with the fact that people have stolen and they just let them go free.
Yeah, let them go free. So I find it pleasant that our current elected president has initiated ORA.
Okay.
Yes. That he is checking on people that has stolen, looted Ghana.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's come back to the 1st December itself. What do you think were the events that led to the staging of the 31st December revolution?
What led to the staging of the 31st December movement was Liman couldn't keep the scope of the tiffering during that time. So the old man became annoyed that what he has started, since he left office, you couldn't complete it. Be it most people were kind of doing all things that they want. So that led to the 31st.
Yes, and I recall during the AFRC days in 1979, they did a lot of recovering the loot.
Yes, yes.
And
House
then,
cleaning exercise.
Yes, in the house cleaning exercise, they recovered a lot of things that people have taken from the country, and people were also sent to jail and all that. Now, let's come to 31st December. What were some of the significant nation-building exercises that you saw that 31st December brought? Like the justice and the social justice in the communities, the awakening of the spirit of the people. People look at the significance and the similarities between the December 7th, in which people that rose up to reject the people. And 31st December is that in 31st December, people also rose up with some zeal, determined to help bring about a new order.
They brought about a new order. Everybody was willing to get him or herself involved to be recognized in doing what is right.
And that is what we expect from the newly elected government, to mobilize the people so that everybody will participate in nation building. Yeah, so this way, let's also talk about, you see, with 31st December, there were certain things that were shouted around. Like self-reliance, insist on your rights. And then people, like the setting up of the committees for the defense of revolution, in workplaces too, they have workplaces, CDRs and all that. What are some of the things that were done in the revolutionary days that you want to associate with present day NDC and the way they do things?
What I would say is the NDC has to do more. We have gone back a little. The NDC that we know does not carry the character it's supposed to be.
So what are some of the things that you want NDC to show?
NDC, if you talk, we'll talk about NDC. I'll cast the net wide and what is happening within the NDC, I don't like it.
Yeah, that is why we are bringing the messages out. Message from old killers who are to advise the NDC. So tell us some of the things.
Okay. It's very fresh. We have not taken over yet. So I'll reserve some of my words that I have to use to await the incoming government, for the government to start so that if he deviates, I'll correct it. Do you understand me?
Yes, but we have already taken bits and pieces of advice from many people, doctors, professors, and some of the old cadres, foremost cadres like everybody. So it's not out of place to put your advice on board in view of the 21st December revolution, the celebration of the anniversary, so that we remind people that the zeal of the people and the action that they took in forcefully coming out to reject the NPP means there is some pent-up anger, tension, and pressure inside it. And that is what they just vented out.
Okay.
That is why the journalists have called it the People's Revolution.
Yeah.
And that is what I'm recalling, that it's the same thing that happened in the 1981.
Yeah. I overheard the old man saying in one of his interviews that he wants to make Ghana that even if the devil preside over them, they will let the devil not know peace. That's what has happened. We are not scared of anybody again in Ghana.
Okay.
So I'll say that we, the NDC, must take care of the people. I heard the president-elect saying that about Yadibo Techino and the whole train ban, meaning that if NDC will misbehave, will suffer the same things as the NPP suffered. So I would like to tell the NDC that we be careful what we do.
Yeah.
We have to be careful. We will account one day. So we have to be careful with all that we do. Everything that we do, we have to be careful.
Yes. So that is. So now let's talk a little bit about your relationship with Chairman Rawlings. How you came up with, how you came to be close to him, and you have been close pals all through, even till he passed on.
I may say I'm a disciple of Rawlings. I've been with Rawlings since 1975. I got to know him through boxing. And ever since I got to know him, we became friends. So when the June 4th came on 1979, I embraced it. I don't want chips. So we became close in all that he does. Till the 31st came on. I've been close with him. Look, every cadre or all cadres, if you want something to get to Chairman Rawlings, the first person they will ask you to see Rabbi. If anything were to be sent to Rawlings, be it was anything, trust me, he will get it the next if not the next minute he will get it. Any information.
So you have been a personal aid.
Yeah, aid, and till he died, till he passed on.
Yeah, let's thank God for that.
Yeah.
So in the wake of the 31st December revolution, so let me ask, where were you when the action was building up to 31st December? Where were you and him?
You want me to say what brought in the revolution, but I'll leave that for...
I'm saying, since you were close, since the 70s, you know, since I handed over, it was also around in the country. So, and then eventually, 31st December came.
Yeah.
So I'm asking your...
My role was, when the 31st December came in, I was with the INCC. I've told you earlier on. I was with the INCC. I was put at the regional office. By then, Quino Metal was the head of the regional coordinating council, and JC Ankara became the district coordinator, and later went to region. JC Ankara became the regional coordinator. So I went to Gamut with him, and my role was just round. I have to get all informations about the PDCs, the activities to Rollins person. So that had been my role ever since. I report to him direct, and anything that happens, I tell him.
Yeah. And that means then you eventually became person. So you were not more like, apart from official work, you were more like a personal friends. Your relationship went beyond official work.
Yeah. Our relation was more or less a brotherly relation. I could tell you every second where he is.
So
we were that close.
So let's let us know the way he thought about how Ghana has to go under the revolution.
He never discussed that with me.
No, but you were in the system, and you were also with him, so you knew how things were being done. How he meant to cut down on people who be being cheated, how people wanted the social justice. Everybody must be this giving his or her rights, and you were standing on stage talking about issues of your rights and all these things.
Once upon a time, we were in a meeting, and the MP for Ashiaman said something. He said, he said it in a nice way, that by then the Ashiaman people has come to plead with him so that he supports the NDC over NPP. The question that I asked the Ashaman MP was who joined who. All the gathering became, what is that question? Who joined who? And he was sitting down, Chairman Rollins was sitting down. As I asked that question, that who joined who, in the sense that Rollins was doing his thing, doing his revolution, and we all joined him. In fact, you can, I became at a meeting at East Legon. First, we were having our meetings at East Legon. I became annoyed with Berkeley. You know Berkeley. He worked at Ministry of Finance. I'll say it. What made the old man became annoyed with the NDC, that's what I'll say today. If you want posts, you need to, during at Amel's time, you need to insult Rollins that you get posts. You need to insult Rollins for you to get posts. So during our meeting at East Legon once upon a time, Berkeley was insulting Rollins left and right, and a lady, a Notna lady, became annoyed that don't think that we are all against Rollins, but if you want your post that you insult Rollins, then leave us alone. And the reason why I'm referring this, you see, Rollins gathered all of us, not mentioning that you should come, but he gathered all of us, and we went as a group. In fact, I can't like you more than Rollins. Do you understand? If Rollins has brought us together, and I pretend I am one with you than Rollins, what's my fate? Or why do I have to believe you than Rollins? So my fate is Rollins and nobody else. My belief, and what, even if he does wrong thing, I'll query him, but I'll not say it. You see, you need to trust somebody, put your whole heart in the person, so that you can make your living.
Yeah, okay. So what would you, but we will still have to come back to the advice on the United Creators Forum TV platform. What advice would you give to people now that we are celebrating 31st December Revolution in a few days' time? Advise us in the light of what happened, how you push the zeal and strength with which people worked, inspired by 31st December Revolution, led by Chairman Rollins.
What I'll say in brief is that we should keep the faith and keep what the revolutionary stands for. Initially, when we were the NDC, well, we are not in the same era again. That initially we have been going to villages and collecting. Rollins used to mobilize people. Initial stages have been doing all sorts of things. So it is too early for that question.
Yeah, okay. So within 3 months, between 3 to
June 4th.
6 months, okay, then we see the character of the
Yes.
new NDC,
Yes.
which was brought by another revolution
Yes.
on December 7,
Yes.
2024.
Yes.
So what
And
was it?
that I would like to keep praising what is prehem to happen.
Okay. Yeah, so you promised us you will speak at that time. So
Yes.
we shall come back again to you for you to give us your own presentation.
Yeah, thank you. I have to know the role that our new or elected president, or pray that what the government is doing is fine, then I'll praise you.
No, okay, but we shall come back for you to tell us your impression. As you have promised, you will speak at that time.
I'll speak if things are going right.
Okay, but you will not speak when things are going wrong.
No, I'll query anything that goes wrong. I'll talk. I don't hide things.
Yeah, okay.
I don't
So
hide.
that is why we are going to be back, and then we will get the feedback from you.
Okay.
So, once again, thank you very much, viewers, for watching this old Kayla on the United Cadres Front platform. This has been Rabon Kwashidodo, a former fighter, boxer, and a fighter in the ring of revolution. And they were moving all over the place, and they went through a lot. So thank you for talking to United Cadres Front, and we shall be back according to your word.
Yeah, thank you.
In less than 6 months.
Yes.
Thank you again, and bye-bye.
Bye.
Committing themselves to civil rights, the new government.
At long last, the battle has ended.
Good morning.
1969.
This Mary Charter is not only a guide to those who lead our nation in government. Notice, Lieutenant General Frederick Ekufu.
Public in an attempt to make scapegoats of Rawlings and his men.
For the first time in Ghana, a group of junior army officers had attempted to
Country. After 3 months, they handed over to a civilian government under Hilal Liman.
I will set the appropriate examples myself from